Welcome to the second video from Lesson 6 in Chapter 1 about problem solving. This video will not focus so much on area and perimeter and rather just on basic problem solving skills. This lesson will focus on providing a problem solving plan. 4 steps. First step is to explore the problem. Then you plan the solution, solve the problem, and finally examine the solution to make sure that it makes sense. So let's try to apply the problem-solving plan to this particular word problem. Eli wanted the walls of his room painted like an Irish flag, 1 orange, 2 white, and 1 green. The colored walls are each 14 feet by 9 feet, and the white walls are 12 feet by 9 feet. If he wanted to put 2 coats of paint on each wall, and each quart of paint covers 100 square feet, how many quarts of each color does he need? Let's start by first identifying some information in the problem. So we're going to explore the problem. That's step 1. The thing that we need to realize is that there are colored walls that are 14 by 9 feet and that there are white walls that are 12 by 9 and that he wants to put 2 coats of paint on. So the colored walls, I'll use CW. Colored walls are 14 feet by 9 feet and the white walls are 12 feet by 9 feet. And we need 2 coats. In planning the solution, I'm going to go ahead and draw my 14 by 9. And we're going to need that twice. I'm going to write times 2 because there's 2 coats. And there's actually 2 walls that are like that. So it's going to be times 2 for the 2 walls. And then we're actually have to do it times 2 again for the 2 coats. So, and then we'll do it again for the white walls. 12 by 9. Will need to be multiplied by 2 twice because again there are 2 white walls, so 2 white walls, and then each one's getting 2 coats. 2 colored walls, 1 orange and 1 green, each getting painted twice. Now we can do some math. So I'm going to do 14 times 9 to find the area of the colored walls. So 1 colored wall is 126 feet squared. It needs to be painted twice. So let's just say that the orange wall needs 252 square feet of wall space covered. That's the 2 coats. Well, we have that orange wall, but then we also have the green one. So that one is also going to be 252 square feet for the green. Okay, so this one's for the orange, and the green one's for the green, and now we have to do the white. For the white, the area of 1 wall is 108 feet squared. And then I'm going to have to do that 4 times, twice for each wall. So I can just went ahead and multiply this one by 4. I didn't do that over here because there were 2 different colors. This is all 1 color, so it's 432 square feet of wall space needs to be covered with white. 252 with green and 252 with orange. Now if we move on to the next step of examining the solution, we have to make sure we've actually answered the question, how many quarts of each color does he need? Well, I didn't answer that part yet. All I answered was how much area he needs to cover. So this is now where the 100 comes in, the 100 square feet per quart. And in order to do that, I just need to divide each of these numbers by 100, and that's just going to move the decimal over 2 places, but I can't buy 0.52 of a quart, so I will need 3 quarts orange, and I'm going to need that same amount for the green, so 3 quarts green, and I should really put quarts in there actually, so let me find space for that. So 3 quarts green, 3 quarts orange, and then we take the 432 to also divide that by 100, which is just moving the decimal place to the left twice. Again, I cannot buy 0.32 of a quart, so I have to get that 5th quart. So for this one, I will need 5 quarts of white. That should be the answer to my problem. Let's take a look at another one. I'm going to read it to you, but then I'd like you to try it on your own before moving on and checking your answer. So this one says, still dealing with painting walls, it says Julie wants to paint 2 walls in her bedroom. One wall is 15 feet by 18 feet, and the other is 12 feet by 8 feet. She wants to put 2 coats of paint for each wall. They're going to be the same color because there's no mention of color here. So 1 gallon will cover 350 square feet. Will 1 gallon of paint be enough? Using the problem-solving plan, exploring the problem, I went ahead and labeled it a large wall and a small wall and their dimensions, and recognized that we need 2 coats of the same color of paint. Planning the solution out, I just drew the rectangles like I did on the last one, and I went ahead and found that area by multiplying 18 times 15 to get 270, multiply 12 times 8 to get 96. In actually solving the problem, we recognize that there is only 1 wall that's 96 square feet, but we need 2 coats. So that's a total of 192 square feet of wall that needs to be painted. And then the 270 square foot wall also needs to be painted twice, so that's 540 square feet. It's all the same color, so we add those together to get 732 square feet of wall that needs to be painted. In examining the solution, the question is, will 1 gallon of paint be enough? Well, 1 gallon only covers 350 square feet, and Julia needs 732 square feet. So 1 gallon will not be enough, and Julia will have to budget for more paint.